Yes. So most of you I know. There's a couple of you that I don't know. But yeah, Daniel and I partnered. It's been about a year ago now. And we're not even, actually. I don't really know how long it's been. Time flies when you're having fun. And this COVID thing is really making time fly. Like, can you believe it's been 3 months that we've been locked in our house right now? I can't. So for those of you that don't know me, I had my own real estate brokerage before EXP. And I found them, or should I say they found me, about 3 years ago. And so I came on to EXP, and really what was a no-brainer for me was looking at this on the passive income part. So I'm a big investor. I've always been big about, rental properties and just whatever I can do to create multiple streams of passive income, I'm there. And back about 2 years ago, when my father got really sick, I had to take off work for a couple of months and take him down to Mexico for some cancer treatment. And it really hit me that EXP has an opportunity with building teams and creating that passive income that no one else has. And I had it right at my fingertips. And so for the past year, I've really dug in. That's when Daniel came on board. And we've really dug in and we've created this team community, this tribe, I'd like to call it. I don't really like to call it a team because it's not like a normal team. It's a tribe. It's a community of like-minded agents that all want to help each other and learn from each other. And Daniel has been a real estate coach for 43 years. He's got 270 something scripts. And so what we've done is in this partnership, he has given all of his training to every single agent that joins our team. So anyone who's a world capper, you're all world cappers. Anyone who you attract to the company is a world capper. And we have special team trips. We have special team trainings. We have all kinds of cool stuff that we do within our community, our tribe. And so I do want to jump in and just really explain to you why this is such a unique opportunity with EXP. And I think it'll be eye-opening for you as well if you're not with us yet. And I know there's a lot of you on the call who are not. But we've got some amazing growth going on right now. And really, if you look at the history of the company, we've been in business for 10 years, actually 11 years. However, we just hit 30,000 agents, guys. So it's been bonkers. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm just going to jump right in. So when I joined 3 years ago, we were at 3,000 agents and the stock was $2.42. And that's going to be important here in a few minutes. Right now, we hit 30,000 agents. And then I just heard today, I was on a private investment call with the founder of the company in Verbella, which is the software that you're going to see here in a little bit. And we're about to hit 31,000 agents. We just brought another brokerage over that had 900 agents. And so that just bumped us big time. And so our growth is off the charts. As you can see, it's like hockey stick growth right now, and that's not going to stop. So we are on track to have 60,000 agents by the end of the year. And we just hired Michael Valdez, who was the vice president of Realty, who was in charge of taking Coldwell Banker, Remax, KW, like all the big brands. He was in charge of taking all of them international and to 138 countries international, by the way. And so we just hired him about a month and a half ago. Our goal at this point is to take EXP into 10 countries every single year. And we are on track to be in 12 countries by the end of this year. So that's some exciting announcements there. So why is this happening? The biggest thing is when you have a disruptor in the marketplace, it really puts other businesses out, right? Look at what Netflix did to Blockbuster. There is no more Blockbuster. Well, there is. Michelle, an agent on our team, she corrected me. She said, there's 2 left. There's one in Alaska and there's one in Oregon. And so, yeah, there's 2 Blockbusters. But other than that, everyone's Netflixing it out. Amazon's doing the same thing with a lot of brick and mortar locations. And that was before COVID hit. I mean, can you imagine? I don't even know what it's going to look like from here going forward with all of these stores that have to be shut down for the past 2-3 months? Are they going to be able to come back up? I don't know. EXP is doing the same thing. EXP already has a cloud office. We didn't have to shut our doors. Nothing really changed. I mean, yeah, we couldn't go out and show houses and do open houses like we're used to be doing, but nothing changed as far as like the structure of our business and the way that we operate as a company. That was the exact same. So EXP is one brokerage. It's not a franchise model. And that's really important because when you hang your license with EXP, you're not, number one, you're not having to pay a big franchise fee. And number two, if you're licensed in 2 or 3 different states, then you only hang your license with EXP. So that means you have one cap to hit. You don't have to hit caps in different marketplaces. So our cloud campus environment, I'm going to show you what this looks like, but literally you can work from anywhere. And when I say anywhere, like any beach, anywhere you want to, and just as long as you have internet access, you're good to go on your computer or your iPhone. There's an app as well. And we are completely paperless. There's no expensive office leases or anything like that. We are a cloud brokerage, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So when you log in, this is what it looks like. There's actual like an auditorium like this, and there's training areas. This is what the phone app looks like. And so I'll go into depth with that, but there's tons of live training. I was just on a call today, and it's like, how much training do you have, right? We have way more than 50 hours of training. It's more like 80 hours of training. And for any of you on the call right now, which I can't see because I have my screen up, but feel free to unmute yourself and tell me like what your favorite training was this week. Because I know a lot of you have been taking some really cool training. Some of you have been in on guest passes. Some of you are already part of our World Cappers team. And so the trainings are on everything. I'm talking business planning, goal setting, how to sell 100 houses a year yourself, Airbnbs, investments, commercial properties. Someone open their mic. So what training did you take and how did you like it?
Well, I just want to say the training that I like is what we're actually combining with World Cappers, with all the master series and the one-day events and all the things I'm inviting all my people to. So we're going to supercharge this for our team and really get them excited as well. So you got that, and you also got us getting your back live.
Yes. And speaking of training, actually, I'm glad you brought that up, Daniel, because this is all the training within EXP. This is not including the training that we do, like our team does, World Cappers does. So every Thursday, Daniel does a script training. Every single Thursday, it's an hour and a half long, and I'm talking, it is an amazing script training. You're actually going through, you're getting the scripts, you're getting the PowerPoint, and you're learning from a master salesperson who's been in the business for over 40 years, and he's taught over 500,000 real estate agents. So that's really important because you're getting all that for free. Agents would pay him thousands of dollars a year just to be in his master series, and you're getting all of that for free. And I know a lot of you have came over from the master series. So, you know, that's another thing, you know, it's just amazing at what he's giving our team and our opportunities here. All right. Sandina says, okay, yep, got that. Perfect. So real-time support here. This is another question I get often. So when you think about an online, like a cloud-based brokerage, you're thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to have anyone to talk to. And like, where do I go if I have questions? Well, with EXP, you have so much support. You have more support with EXP than you do at your current brokerage. I can guarantee you that, because you don't just have one broker to call. In most situations, you have multiple brokers to call. You have 5 to 9 brokers on average per state. And yes, you're assigned one broker in charge for your area, but that's not including your sponsor in the company. Maybe you have a mentor in the company. There's different areas of the company. There's accounting, there's tech support. There's all kinds of support that you can go into, and you can get answers within minutes. I mean, I had an issue with my computer a couple of weeks ago. My mic wasn't working or something. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have time to go to Best Buy. And so I went in just to see if they could do something with my computer. And they literally fixed my computer in less than a minute. I videoed it and put it on Instagram. I was like, are you kidding me? This just saved me a trip to Best Buy. And you just went in and took over my computer and made it amazing. And now it works. So I appreciate that kind of stuff because I am not very techy. I know it looks like it, but I'm not at all. So any kind of support that you want, it's there. Right now, we do have set hours, Monday through Friday. However, very, very soon, we are going to be a 24/7 cloud-based company because we just broke open the UK and Australia, and they're flip-flop time zones. So speaking of international collaboration, this is amazing because we are learning from people in other countries, in other states, and we are collaborating. And what happens when you're learning from someone in another area, not the same office that you're in? And what happens when you all own the same company? You all want to help each other. You want to help each other grow. You want to help, you want to share with them what's working. What is working in your market right now that I could do? You know, we did a call the other week with a big guy out in LA, and he was doing these little baggies he was, you know, going around dropping off these baggies, and they had prizes, not prizes. I shouldn't say prizes. They had masks in them and like hand sanitizers and stuff. And then he would say, hey, I'll come back in 5 days, drop some food in here, and I'm going to be doing this food drive. And so that was a really good idea. So, you know, we took that, we put that into the market back here in North Carolina. We put it down in Florida and Tennessee and all the areas that we're in right now. And that was huge. And that's been really good. I know Sandina's been doing that as well. And so you can participate in these masterminds, in these trainings with agents from all over the world and figure out like what's working for them and take it and do it in your backyard as well. It's just a different vibe. So right now we are in the US, Canada, the UK, and Australia. I was in that meeting today about global expansion with the founder of the company because I am in the process of helping open a couple of countries right now. Portugal, Spain, Mexico, South Africa, and there's a couple more in there. Those are on the list for this year. So if you know anyone in those countries, this is an amazing opportunity to reach out to them and just say hi. Now, there's two really big things that separate eXp from every other real estate brokerage that you're ever going to see. The first one is the equity opportunities. So this is stock. So when I say all of us own the company, we do. We all own shares in this company, and we get stock for doing what you do anyway, like selling a house. So every single year when you sell your first house, you're going to get $200 worth of stock. I believe our stock is at about $12 right now. So you're going to get $200 worth of stock. Now, I'm going to mute someone who's windy. I think it's Daniel. The other way of getting stock is whenever you fully cap. So with eXp, we have a cap of $16,000. And once you hit that $16,000, then you will get 100% of your commissions, but they're going to give you $400 worth of stock when you hit that cap. Some companies give you a Yeti cup. We give you $400 worth of stock. That's your retirement. The other way is if you refer the company to any of your agent friends and they come on and they sell their first house, then the company is going to reward you two ways. They're going to reward you with another $400 worth of stock, and they're going to pay you 3.5% of the total commission of that person's sales. And I'm going to get into that here in a minute. So that's the first way of earning stock in the company. This is called the equity program. Now, if you're a very high producing agent, and if you are, raise your hand, let me know, because we should have a secondary conversation. An icon agent is an agent that's selling, let's just say 25 to 30 houses a year or more. If you're doing that, then you're going to get your $16,000 back in stock. And that's another conversation for someone who's doing that much sales. So let me know if that's you, and I would love just to break that down for you because there's a huge opportunity if you're a big producing agent. The third way is the agent equity program. So with this program, you are allowed to let the company keep 5% of your commissions from selling houses to buy stock at a 10% discount. I don't know one person who doesn't do this. Think about this like if you had a real job and the company said, hey, if you put money into your IRA or your 401k, then we're going to match you, or we're going to give you a 20% on top or something like that. That's exactly what we're doing. So all of the equity opportunities, this is the stock awards. I want you to think about this as retirement. What other brokerage gives you retirement? I don't know any of them. So think about that as retirement. Now you can go and you can purchase the stock individually. You can go purchase on E-Trade. Like, I do that. The clicker symbol is EXPI, and we are on the NASDAQ as well. So that's huge. I do have a question coming in. What's the requirement or qualification for Icon agents? So Icon agents will cap out at that $16,000, and then you'll sell 20 more houses on top of that, and you are an Icon agent, and you just got back your $16,000 worth of stock. There's a few more details that goes into that. Izumi, I'll have a conversation with you afterwards about that as well. All right. So this is really exciting, and this is what Daniel got pumped up as well. The revenue share program. So remember a few minutes ago when I said we're going to pay you in stock and we're going to pay you in revenue share. We're going to pay you 3.5% of whatever that agent sells. That's called revenue share. So there's some companies that pay a profit share, meaning whatever is left in that franchise, in that building, in that company, whatever is left after all of the expenses are paid, then they'll pay a small percentage of that. That's profit share. Revenue share says you have an agent that just sold a $500,000 house, and we're going to pay you 3.5% of the total commission paid, not the commission that the agent's getting, the total commission paid. So that's really important, and that adds up like fairly quickly. And so what does that actually look like? It looks like this. Anyone that you personally refer to the company, then you're going to earn 3.5%. So it's an 80-20 split. That 3.5% comes out of the company's 20%, not the agent's 80%. I just want to say that right up front. So anything that they sell, you're earning 3.5%. Now, in order for you to get paid on the second level, pretty much unlock the second tier, you would need to have 5 agents on your front line, which is people that you personally refer to the company. Okay. And if you do that, then you're going to be getting 4% of that. Daniel, do you want to say something about
Yeah, I want to say, this is what gets exciting, you guys, because you think about it, you get somebody in California that sells 3 properties, you make $2,800 on that person because they are actually out there doing what they're supposed to do. Cap, that's only 2.7 million. I have agents already that are hitting 6 and 7 million because we're in a unique marketplace here as well. It doesn't matter where you are. The excitement is that you get 2,800 on that first agent, and then if they recruit somebody, make it simple, you get 32 on that agent. So it gets really exciting after a while because agents that I have in the company are making 30, 40, 50,000 residual income, and it's potential with this model where there's no way your company is going to pay you on every agent in your company that sells a piece of real estate. So think in terms of you're the broker, and now you can get people to come in and you don't have the overhead or the liability. So watch what happens now when Amanda goes back to level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and everybody's working as a team. Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah, so really, if you're a business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, then you see the opportunity of this. This is what I saw, because my retirement plan was to own 200 rental properties, because I was thinking, oh, I could cash flow about $200 a month on each of those properties, right? That's realistic what you're going to make on a long-term rental property. And so that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have to have 200 properties at $200 a month. With EXP, oh my gosh, just to make, let's just put this in simple terms. If you attract 6 agents that each tell one agent about the company. So that's 6 agents on your first line, 6 agents on your second line. That's going to generate $3,000 a month in passive income for you if they're all selling at least $2.7 million of real estate every year. Does that sink in?
Yeah.
I hope so, because that's only you telling 6 agents about this company and those agents just telling one. Now, the way that you really make some money here is if you see this as an opportunity and you go tell 10 or 20 or 40 agents about the company. That's going to unlock even more levels for you. And so when you get up here into like 15, 20 agents, that's like to the point where you can stop you selling houses. You can stop that if you want to. And you can literally just step into the training position and the business owner position like I've done. I quit selling houses in October. I've got 15 qualifying agents on my front line. I've got 25 agents that I've personally referred to the company. 15 of them are qualifying, meaning 15 of them have sold over 2.7 million already this year. So,
well, can I say this real quick, Amanda? What's really exciting is every Thursday I give you guest passes to bring agents on so they can see what we're about. So you really don't have to recruit anybody. You just got to offer the training to them, and people need help. And when they need help and they're not getting it, they're going to move. And when they move to you. So we're about helping you guys to grow your business so you build your team together. It's called Each One Teach One, and we help each other. And I'll share this with you. It's going to get big. It's going to get big with this team really quick. So if you're on this call right now, congratulations, because you're in the foundation of what we're building right here. And we've already got 24% of LA. So continue, Amanda. You're doing a great job.
thank you. Thank you. So if you guys have questions about this, there's a really good 12-minute video that we can send you that compares the revenue share plan to actually having that money sitting in an account, in an investment, earning a 4% interest. So it's a really good video. So let me know if you want that video. So let's talk about the company. Okay. We discussed the differences. Number one, it's cloud-based. It's a publicly traded company. You earn stock in the company, and the company is sharing with you the revenue of the company. So that's all huge, huge, huge benefits. So let's talk about what this means for you. So first off, we offer agent healthcare. So this is something that not a lot of companies offer, and this is actually a really good healthcare program. I have an HSA account with them. And so if you're looking at investing and doing stuff like that, I do recommend HSA accounts as well. That's another conversation. Second thing is all of our solutions here. So these are the top 5, I say, solutions that we have. These are tools in your toolboxes. And so the first thing is enterprise. This is your back office. So this tracks everything that you do as an agent. This tracks all of your transactions. It tracks anyone that you've referred to the company. It's tracking how much they're selling, what your revenue share is. It also tracks all of your stock. All of your stock is held with Morgan Stanley in a ShareWorks account. You can access everything from your back office right here. Second thing is SkySlope. So SkySlope is the online transaction management program that we have. It's kind of like a dot loop or something like that. Where it has a digital signature program built into it. And so you just put all of your documents into here. We have a transaction department that goes in, they review your documents, they make sure everything is good, and then if it is, then you get paid. If it is not, then they let you know it's not before closing so that you can get paid at closing. And you can get paid at closing as well. So SkySlope's amazing. It's an amazing product as well. Workplace is just like Facebook. So Workplace was built for our company. They were actually at our convention last year. And this is an amazing collaboration tool. So we have different groups in here. If you're interested in commercial real estate, or if you're interested in creating your own yard signs, or doing Airbnb or investments, or like, it does not matter. I mean, everything you can think of, there's a group for it in Workplace. Also, all of your states have a state group. So anything that's super important that is in regards to the state that you live in, it's going to be in this group. And this is one area that you can go, has a file section, has everything here so that you have your fingertips right there on the most important documents that you need at any time of the day at night. It's right here in Workplace. CRM and lead gen. Amazing. So we have KV Core. We're actually going to be doing a KV Core training after this. We're going to have more people join us here in a little bit. And so I'm going to mute someone. Okay, here we go. So with KV Core, it's a lead generation and CRM system. And I see that I have Kelvin on the line here. And I'm gonna call on Kelvin just to say a couple of words. Kelvin's gonna be the one teaching our training today at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock Pacific time. And Kelvin's had some major success with this. That's why I want him to teach this class tonight. So Kelvin, do you want to pop on and just say a couple of words about your experience here?
Okay, thank you, Amanda. And guys, I just want to say that KV Core, the system that we use, it is given to us by our company as a tool in our ammo that we're using to attract clients. But the KV Core has really helped me build my influence amongst my sphere of influence, people that I don't know, that I want to get to know, and then you put them in the database, and the artificial intelligence does all the heavy lifting. And when they're ready to make a decision, they pop up on your dashboard and they raise their hand and say, I'm ready to buy or have questions about real estate. So it has been really great working with KV Core and my social media marketing. And them two things tied together has really put super strength in my marketing and my influence amongst people. So it's working great today. I will give you guys a couple of tips that I believe that even if you don't have KV Core, it will help you. But if you had KV Core, it will be even that much better. And in fact, if you want to, I'll give you guys the tip at the end. I believe that it'll allow you to make at least in the next 90 days, 5 new transactions if you do what I ask you to do.
And Kelvin, how many leads have you generated in the past 7 days?
As of today, I think 130.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay.
And my phone is still ringing.
So this is what we're going to be teaching you here in about 25 minutes. So you need to stay on the line for that.
I say, everybody always asks me, can we get more, you guys help me with leads? And I go, now we've got not only leads, we got our team, we got KV Core, we got Kelvin, we also picked up a contract with the PGA Tour that is going to be giving us guaranteed listing sales, all right, buyer and seller. So that's coming up. You got to stay on to find out about that, but that's going to be given to our team only, right, Kelvin?
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
all right.
those are listing leads.
You got to be in the
better.
know.
It's getting better all the time, It's getting better all the time. So Amanda, tell them a little more about what we got as far as the model is concerned, because we're building this off of the EXP model is what we're doing.
We sure are. So marketing and branding, it's all done for you. Everything that you need to market and brand yourself is right here. We have a marketing and branding platform. Literally your picture, all of your information is saved in here, and you can create everything, your flyers, your postcards, your newsletters, your door hangers. We've got social media posts that you can create. We've got videos that will automatically put your information at the end of them. We've got presentations. We've got everything that you need to be a successful agent right here in the Marketing Center. And you can brand yourself as well. So if you own your own firm, then you can actually keep your firm name as long as you're a registered firm with the Real Estate Commission. You can keep your firm name and duly affiliate with eXp, continue branding yourself, and just blow it out of the water. So this is huge for branding. Now we do have a lot of partners. And we own a lot of companies. So eXp Realty is owned by EXPI, which is our stock symbol, which is eXp World Holdings is what it stands for, really. And so we own Intraland, which is a mortgage company that we just came out with about 6-8 months ago. We're just getting that rolling. But I just learned today, actually, I mean, this is important because you're not required to use these vendors. You're not required at all. Now, if you have a lender that you love, then you can put your lender into this program as long as you have a good working relationship with them. You can put them in, and EXP is making money on all of these services, which is increasing our stock, increasing the value of our company. So Intraland, Silverline Title, those are two companies that we actually own. And then Express Offers, we own 100% of. Express Offers is our iBuyer program. And anyone who's going to be a part of World Cappers who wants to get the seller leads that we're getting right now, which are amazing, then you have to be a certified Express Offers agent. And what that means is you have to go through a training and you have to go through some tests and get certified. And what this is teaching you is how to go into a listing and really go into it with an investor's eye, because you want to go in there with multiple tools and multiple options for that client. If you can do that and you can say, I can guarantee to come back in 48 hours with an offer on your property, that's going to build a lot of credibility with that seller. So when you come back after the 48 hours with that offer, then you already have that trust when you say, hey, you can take this. It's going to be a lowball offer because it's an iBuyer. You can take this lowball offer, or I can list your property for this, and this is your seller net sheet. Are you going to get that listing versus an agent going into that listing presentation just trying to list that property? Yeah, you're going to get that listing because you are saying, I will come back in 48 hours with a cash offer on your property. Who doesn't want that? So that's huge. More information about that later. Everything on the bottom is just our partners. So you're going to be getting credits. You're going to be getting discounts. We've got Build a Sign. Right now, I think they're doing 70% off, or no, 50% off, 70% off or something else. So we got all kinds of stuff like that.
Can I say one thing, Amanda?
Yes.
Well, not only we have all these sponsors, but we're going to get paid starting very soon. Every time that they do deals, we do deals with them, we get a part of that percentage too of the sponsors. That's up and coming. And one thing I want you to know too, I did 41 FSBOs in 41 tries, and I am good at FSBOs. I put a whole script together. Can you imagine how powerful it is to go to a for sale by owner and say, I don't want to list your home. I want to buy your home. Okay, and they're already willing to take less than current market value, actually, because they're deducting commissions. They don't even know what they're doing. I have a guaranteed listing program for those FSBOs. Now you add the iBuyer with it, which is our express offers, you'll blow them away. So there's a lot of good things on the table with this. I'm really excited about that portion of the program too, Amanda. Good job. Thank you.
Yeah, and something else I'm going to show you here in a minute, but Verbella is the software that our office is built on, and they just rolled out an affiliate program for that as well, where you're actually able to earn 25% in revenue share in residual income for any businesses that you turn on to the office environment platform. So I'll show you that. It's pretty crazy. I mean, there's so many ways to earn money with this company. It's not just selling houses. So let's get back to selling houses. So when you sell a house, it's an 80-20 split, 80% to EXP, or excuse me, 80% to you. That would be terrible. Don't ever do that. 80% to you and 20% to EXP until you cap. So that means you've sold about $2.7 to $3 million in real estate. That means you've capped out. And now you are at 100% commission. Now, after that, you will be, I'm going to mute you out. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I keep trying. Daniel, when you're not talking, let's mute you because I keep hearing stuff. So a standard cost over here, it's $149 to start. And this includes your first 1,000 business cards. It also includes your folders. And it includes your first month of your cloud brokerage fee. So the cloud brokerage fee, this pays for your KV Core account, which, by the way, is $6,000 a year and $1,000 to set up. And guess how much you pay for it? You don't pay anything for it. It's free. It's part of the $85 a month. And this includes your IDX Fed website, which leads all of the MLS listings right to your website. It includes your SkySlope. It includes your Ring Central 800 number if you want one. It includes so much stuff, all of the training, all of the support, everything is included in this. You do not have to pay $1 extra at all. And then there's 2 per transaction fees. There's a $25 broker review fee. So this is going to pay the transaction department. Remember, I said they go into SkySlope and make sure all of your transactions, all of your documents are correct for your transaction. They get paid $25 a file for that. I will pay you $25 all day long to make sure my files are correct. So in 3 years, when I have the real estate commission come back to me and say, I want to see Miss Betty's file from November of 2017, then I don't have to go search through file cabinets. I can say, here you go. Here's the file. Everything's here and everything's checked off. So $25 per transaction for that. $40 risk management fee. That's your E&O insurance. So if you're an agent that maybe you're a brand new agent and you only sold 2 houses last year, then you're only going to pay $80 in E&O insurance. Most companies charge you up front for the year $500, $1,000. I've even heard as high as $1,500 in E&O insurance. And so you don't worry with that. This actually caps out at $500 for the entire year. So you're never going to pay more than $500 in E&O insurance for the whole year. Now, there's one thing I want to say because you're probably reading it. Down here on the bottom left hand where it says $250 capped transaction fee. So once you cap, and when you're working towards your cap, you're paying a $25 broker review fee, okay? That's your transaction fee. After you cap and you go to 100% commission, then you're paying $250 per transaction, and that's it. You're going to pay that for 20 transactions, $5,000. That bumps you over the top to Icon Agent, where you get that entire $16,000 back. So I don't want you to be looking at that saying, oh, well, there's another $250 fee down there. That does not apply to you until you're at the 100% commission. Is that clear? Okay. I can see some of your head shaking. All right. Production obviously matters. We like being #1 in production. And so we are winning all kinds of cool stuff right now. We're in the Billionaires Club. We're just growing like crazy and getting some mega producers coming on board. So with joining our company, you just go to join.exprealty.com. You're going to fill out an application and come on board with us. So a couple of things here. First off, Kelvin, this is Kelvin. This is who was talking earlier. He's on the call with us right now. And Kelvin's going to be doing the KB Core training with all of us here starting in about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And he's going to be going over all of the tips and tricks and really how to lead generate with KB Core. Again, you don't want to miss that. And then for our team, I like trips. I'm the traveling realtor, so I want my team to go on trips with me all the time. And so we have a promotion. We are going to Belize next year. We're going to go probably late February, early March, and you can actually win a trip to Belize. So this is all of the qualifications down here. It's as easy as selling 5 houses between July 1st and December 31st. If you sell 5 houses and you attract 5 agents to the company, then you're going to win your resort stay. And I just have to tell you, depending on how many of you win this, I'm looking at a private island, but it only has 17 cabanas. So if a bunch of you win, we can't do the private island. But if only 16 of you win, then we're going to do the private island. I'm set on it. It's like gorgeous. So, okay, I'll get off my travel box because I get kind of excited about that. Something else that all of you can do is we are really big into personal development, personal growth, and we love Tony Robbins, and I hope you do too. And so Tony Robbins is actually going to be at our leadership event coming up in August. Yes, we are still having it, and it's going to be in Dallas, Texas, August 26th to the 28th. And this is going to be an amazing event, guys. It's 3 days long. It's all of the leaders in the company are going to be here. The founder's going to be here. The CEO is going to be here. Tony Robbins is going to be there. And it's just going to be an amazing event. So if you really want to take your business to the next level and you want to be in the room with the leaders and learn from them, then you're going to want to be at this event. The tickets, the lowest ticket is, I believe, $297. And then the hotel room is at the some really nice hotel. What is it called? Somebody help me out there. You guys would all know the hotel when I talk about it, but it's $189 a night for the hotel. And I really wish I could remember the name of that hotel. You guys would all know.
Well, Amanda, you know what? The most important part about that is I worked with Tony back in the 80s, and I've hired a lot of his speakers. I even got his booking agent now. And the thing about when going to a networking with the speakers, whatever, we get to take our team up there. Amanda, remember we had 44 people with t-shirts on, World Cappers, and we all got fired up. And it's a way that you guys can drive to events and help each other. And it's a lot of fun too. And the key is, if you have the time and the money, you're going to want to go. We did Thailand, we did Italy, we go Belize now. I mean, wouldn't you love to travel, enjoy your life, have more time, and have more residual income? And that's what I'm looking at. How can I help more people and expand that territory? So that's what those events are really about. And we have like major events all throughout the year that we guys can travel together. So this is a good one. I really think I'm excited to see Tony. We did Cool Moss, walked a lot of people over the hot coals back in the 80s. I think he's still doing it.
He is. He's
yeah.
W events. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's at the Gaylord Resort in Grapevine, Texas. It's the most gorgeous resort you've ever been to. It's gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you there. Hopefully you guys can come with us because we are going to have an amazing time. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to open my my screen one more time and just show you one more thing. So when I talk about the classes in the cloud, this is how many classes we have. So this is expcloud.com. I'm just going to show you Monday, for instance. Look at all of these classes for Monday. A lot of classes. So all of the fast start classes, these are pretty much for newer agents that are coming in. Every single agent comes in and takes the first couple, but the fast starts are really good for newer agents, as you know, coming in as a new agent. And then the icon series are for agents that are producing agents. Maybe you're selling 10, 20 houses a year, but you want to sell 30, 40, 50 houses a year, or maybe you want to create a team. Those are the classes for you. And then all of the other classes are amazing. When you come on board, I send you a list of exactly what you need to do your first week, what you need to do your second week. And so we're getting on that train now, because I think that's really important that you have a plan and you have a business plan when you first come on with us. So I am going to stop that share because I'm going to share one more thing with you. And then if whatever questions you have, please put them into the chat section down here. And then I'm going to be reading that as well and open this up. All right, so I went to eXp World. Okay, can you guys see my screen? I hear waves. All right, so everyone see my screen? You see some little avatars? I can see your heads.
We can see it now.
Okay, perfect. So this is the cloud office. And so when you come in, just think about, you just walked into like a physical brick and mortar location, and there is a receptionist here. So if I have any questions or anything, I can just walk right over to information and she would be able to answer any questions that I have. Now, if I wanted to walk around the office, I could, but I'm not going to do that because I like just to click a button and end up places. So the first place I'm going to show you is tech support, just because it is my favorite place to go. Just because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not very tech savvy. So if you have a question or if you have an issue with your computer, as you see here, this little red box says, please take a number, okay? You would click on that, it would take a number, and then it would automatically, when they're ready to talk to you, it will put you into this room here. sitting at a table with someone from tech support. And these are all people who are hired by EXP. They're salaried employees. And we've got over 500 employees. I think we're pushing 600 employees now. But anytime that you're inside of a blue circle sitting with someone like this guy, then think about that as you're inside the office with the door shut. So I think that's really cool. And then if you ever, well, you'll want to open up your mic. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, it says mic is off. If you click on that, it'll turn green. And then you can literally just speak just like this, and you're right there. So I'm going to take you to 2 rooms, and then I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to hand this over to Kelvin, and we're going to answer some questions for you guys. So this is just an example of one of the training facilities. We have a lot of these rooms, and when you're in the training facility, as you can see, they're pretty large. We can hold thousands of agents in here. And if there's a meeting going on or a training going on, you can literally sit, you can zoom up to the stage, you'll see someone speaking on the stage, and you'll be able to see your PowerPoint and everything. So broker rooms, let's go to California real quick. I get asked a lot, well, how do I get in touch with my broker in charge? Well, there's a lot of ways to get in touch with your broker in charge. The best way to get in touch with them is just to go to their office. And so it doesn't matter what state you're in, you go to the broker room, just like I'm going right now.
How's it going?
And then you click, hold on, let me put someone on mute here. And then you would just click on the state.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Who is that talking?
And is your microphone working?
Is my, oh, yes.
It's the world.
That's the world. Oh my gosh. I was like, who is that? That is so funny. My computer was going super slow. Hey.
There you go.
Hey, Bill.
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
How are you? Yep, I can hear you now.
That was really funny. I'm actually doing a Zoom right now with some agents looking at the office, and I thought someone's mic was open, and it was you.
Yeah, well. It's okay.
So I'm just showing them the office. I'm just showing them how easy it is to get in touch with the brokers for whatever state they're in. So I've got a lot of California agents on the line right now. So maybe you want to say a word to them and tell them how easy it is to get in touch with you guys.
They're in touch with me right now. That's how easy it is. And then you have Debbie Penny, our designated broker, just off to your left, and Angela Coffer off to the right, and Laura Dowdy, who's not here. I think she had to take her dog to the vet or something like that, is also here. In addition to the brokers, you have access to the contract compliance review people. So if there's a question about a review note and it's left in a file, you can not only talk to the broker about it, but if we want to, we can go right back there and talk to the person who actually made the note, which is super useful. You also can talk to them prior to doing a transaction if there's something complicated or questions you have, so that you can set up your file the way it should be set up, and then they can just quickly approve it. Payment processing is also up here. So to make sure you get paid as quickly as possible, you have the ability to access those folks as well. So not only can you get to California like you did, but from the welcome location, when you go to the broker staterooms, the first thing you see is a map of the entire United States. And it's really easy just to click on your state and move on. But I submit that that's an awesome resource that is right there at your fingertips to be able to go to any broker room in the entire nation and talk to the people working there, get referral networks set up, all that kind of stuff. So this isn't a pitch. This is just like the way it is. And that's how we roll here.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
I want to say, Bill, thank you. I want to give you some props. Daniel Penley here. Hi, Bill.
Hey, man. How you been?
I'm doing good, brother. I just want to give you some props because I've been involved with thousands of brokers and real estate companies, and you rock, man. Anytime you want him, he's right there for you. I mean, there's no way you can walk into your regular real estate office and find the broker or manager, even in the office. These guys are here 24/7. Want to thank you, Bill, for all you do, brother.
Hey, thanks, Daniel. Great to hear from you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go back on mute and finish our presentation here.
Awesome. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for coming by. If you have any questions, definitely stop on back up front here and we'll go and take care of you.
Sure will. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take it easy. See you guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
All right. So see how easy that was? So there's a lot of other areas too. I'm not going to go into any more. I'm just going to show you. We can give you a guest pass. You can go in here.
Do that first paper. Let me know if you see that.
So now they're talking again. So anyways, this is all the classes. I'm going to exit out of here and I'm going to stop my share because we're going to be hearing their conversation here. Okay, I'm back. Are there any questions before we get into the KV core training? So how cool is that? Like, did you ever expect to be able to just go talk to your broker in charge in like a couple of minutes? I think that's pretty cool.
I've had people complain, Amanda. They said, well, I can see my broker or manager every time. You know what? You can do this. We have how many brokers in the state of California to talk to 24/7?
You have 7? I think. Yeah.
7 or 8. And so that means you have 7 or 8 people you can call. And you also have me, 43 years experience, Amanda, and I consult brokers. So the bottom line, you've got a lot of support here. So don't ever think that you don't have the access, because the access is so important. Anything I want, if I want technology, I want to find out, accounting, the money that's coming in, the payments, all that, you can go right away, immediately, and you're in. It's kind of like we get used to doing something one way, but you know what? It is a video game, but yet it's real. I mean, I was on stage as an avatar talking to a large audience, and you think about that. I mean, it kind of strange, but once you get used to it, it's like, wow, this is cooler than cool. I'm sitting here in my house. I think we all had to start working from home anyway, so it's kind of a forced matrix we're having to do. And so, you know what? You're not going to be sitting there in a gold jacket very much longer talking to agents and clients in a cubicle. This is the wave of the future, and this is the way real estate is going to be done. And it's either we get on and we catch the wave. We are going to hit 10. Right now, we're on track for 1 million realtors in this decade. 1 million. We're at 30,000. We're at the head of this tsunami right there. Think about, wouldn't you have been happy if you go, gee, I joined Facebook when it first started, and my God, here I am now, a multi-millionaire traveling the world. So that's the opportunity. I can't say I'm going to do it for you, but I can say this: if you're in this team, you got a good chance of living the life you've always dreamed. So thank you, man. And I think I'm really excited about what's coming up right now. And I think Fred and Angie on the call. Fred, are you still there? And Angie, you were talking about, man, the reason I would want to come is I want leads. Tell me how I can get leads. And not only do we get the free KV core, but now we've supercharged it. And Kelvin, I want you to talk about that a little bit, about the contract we did with the PGA Tour with one of our top agents who is now an EXP agent under us, and he happened to be on the PGA Tour. I told him how to access his database, and he did it, and it worked. And now I can do that with each one of us on the team and share leads. So if you're interested, you got to stay on for Kelvin, because Kelvin is knocking out of the park. He's got $30,000 in commissions closing this month, approximately, and he's got more in the hopper. And it didn't happen overnight, did it, Kelvin? It happened like by you being consistent with your marketing. And so we can teach each one to do that. And that's what this next call is going to be about, if you want to stay on and learn how to get more leads as well.